Anakin bolted upright in bed, drenched in sweat, his heart hammering in his chest. The vision still burned behind his eyes. He could still feel the hatred, the rage, the power, and the suit, that horrible black suit. He looked down at his hands. They were trembling. In the vision, they had been mechanical, cold, killing hands. "Padme," he whispered, turning to see his wife sleeping peacefully beside him. Relief flooded through him. She was alive, safe. Not like in the vision where he'd watched her die because of him. The Force had shown him everything, every choice, every consequence. He'd seen himself kneel before Palpatine in the Chancellor's office, heard himself pledge loyalty to a Sith Lord, watched as he led the 501st Legion into the Jedi Temple and murdered everyone inside. Children. He'd killed children. Anakin stumbled out of bed and into the refresher. He splashed cold water on his face, staring at his reflection. "This doesn't have to happen," he told himself. "Visions, they're always in motion. The future isn't written." But even as he said it, he knew the truth. The Force had given him more than just images. It had given him knowledge. Palpatine was Darth Sidious. The war was a lie. And if Anakin followed the path laid before him, if he kept having those nightmares about Padme dying in childbirth and turned to the dark side for answers, he would become that monster. "No," Anakin said firmly, gripping the edges of the sink. His knuckles turned white. "I won't let it happen. I'm the chosen one. I'm supposed to bring balance to the Force, not destroy everything I love." The question now was simple but terrifying. What could he do? Who could he trust? If he went to the Council and told them the Chancellor was a Sith Lord, would they even believe him? Or would they think the dark side had already corrupted him? And Palpatine, if the Sith Lord discovered Anakin knew the truth? The war, the Republic, Padme's life. Everything hung in the balance. Anakin looked up at his reflection one last time. His eyes were hard, determined. He knew what he had to do. He'd seen the future. Now he had to change it. The Chancellor's office felt different now. Colder, darker. Anakin stood before Palpatine's desk, watching the old man's friendly smile. That smile had always comforted him before. Now it looked like a mask. "Anakin, my boy," Palpatine said warmly. "You look troubled. Please sit. Tell me what's wrong." Anakin remained standing. "I've been having visions again, Chancellor." "Ah." Palpatine's expression shifted to concern. "About your wife?" There it was. The hook. In the vision, this was where Palpatine had planted the seeds, offering hope, promising power, leading him step by step into darkness. "No," Anakin said carefully. "About myself." Palpatine's eyes narrowed, just slightly. "What kind of visions?" "I saw myself fall to the dark side." Anakin watched for any reaction. "I saw myself become something evil, a servant of the Sith." For just a moment, something flickered across Palpatine's face. Surprise? Calculation? Then the mask returned. "The Jedi have filled your head with such fear of the dark side," Palpatine said smoothly. "Visions can be misleading, Anakin. The Force shows us possibilities, not certainties." These felt certain. Anakin took a step closer. "In my vision, someone I trusted betrayed me, used my fears against me, turned me into a weapon." The temperature in the room seemed to drop. "How fascinating," Palpatine said slowly. His voice had changed. Less grandfatherly, more interested. "And did this vision show you who this person was?" Anakin met his eyes. It did. The silence stretched between them like a blade. Palpatine leaned back in his chair, studying Anakin with an intensity that made the young Jedi's skin crawl. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. There. The exact same words from the vision. "I know what you are," Anakin said quietly. Palpatine smiled. But this time, there was no warmth in it at all. "Do you, Anakin? Do you really?" He stood slowly, and suddenly the kindly Chancellor was gone. In his place stood something ancient and powerful. "Then you know that you face an impossible choice. Kill me, and the Republic falls into chaos. The Separatists win. Millions die. Or what?" Anakin's hand moved toward his lightsaber. "Or you realize that what you saw was not a nightmare." Palpatine's voice was silk and poison. "It was your destiny. The vision didn't come to warn you, young Skywalker. It came to prepare you for the power you'll soon possess." Lightning crackled at Palpatine's fingertips. I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Anakin burst into the council chamber, chest heaving, his robes singed from Palpatine's lightning. "Masters," he gasped. "The Chancellor is Darth Sidious." Mace Windu rose from his seat. "Skywalker, what are you?" I confronted him. He admitted it. He tried to kill me. Anakin's voice was raw with urgency. "We have to act now, before he escapes or activates whatever plan he's been building." The council members exchanged grave looks. Master Yoda closed his eyes, his ears drooping. "Felt a disturbance in the Force, I have," Yoda said quietly. "Clouds everything, the dark side does. But clearer now, things are becoming." "This is a serious accusation," Ki-Adi-Mundi said. "The Supreme Chancellor of the Republic, the Sith Lord we've been searching for? The political implications alone." "Forget politics," Anakin shouted. "Don't you understand? He's been controlling both sides of the war. The Republic, the Separatists, all of it. He's been playing us like pieces on a board, and now that I know the truth, he'll move against us. Against the temple. Against everything." Mace Windu stepped forward. "How do you know this, Anakin?" Anakin hesitated. How could he explain the vision? That he'd seen himself become Darth Vader, seen the temple burning, seen Order 66 executed across the galaxy? They'd think he'd already fallen to the dark side. "The Force showed me," he said instead. "Showed me what would happen if we didn't act. Master Windu, you have to trust me. Every second we waste, he's getting stronger. Making preparations." Obi-Wan stood. "I trust Anakin's instincts. If he says the Chancellor is the Sith Lord, we must investigate immediately." "Investigate?" Anakin's voice rose in frustration. "There's no time for investigations. He'll disappear or trigger his endgame. We need to arrest him now." "Arresting the Supreme Chancellor requires evidence," Mace said firmly. "We can't just storm his office based on visions and accusations. The Senate would turn against us. The entire Republic would see us as traitors. They'll see that anyway when Order 66 happens." The words escaped before Anakin could stop them. The room went silent. "What?" Mace said slowly. "Is Order 66? Anakin's blood ran cold. He'd said too much. But there was no turning back now. "It's a command," he whispered, "buried in the clone troopers' programming. When Palpatine gives the order, every clone in the galaxy will turn on their Jedi generals and execute them. I've seen it. Seen Jedi Masters gunned down by the men they fought beside. Seen the temple invaded by the 501st Legion." "Impossible," Ki-Adi-Mundi said. "The clones are loyal. They'd never. They won't have a choice." Anakin looked around the room desperately. "The chips in their heads will override everything. Their training, their friendships, their honor. And when it happens, if we're not ready, the Jedi Order will be wiped out in a single day." Master Yoda opened his eyes. "To Palpatine's office, we must go. Now." The hologram flickered to life in Palpatine's hands. His face was calm, but his eyes burned with Sith fury. "Commander Cody," he said, "execute Order 66. Across the galaxy, the nightmare began. On Cato Neimoidia, Obi-Wan's fighter exploded as his wingmen opened fire. On Mygeeto, Ki-Adi-Mundi's squad raised their rifles. On Felucia, Aayla Secura fell under a barrage of blaster bolts. On Kashyyyk, Master Yoda sensed the deaths through the Force and moved just in time as his clones fired. Hundreds of Jedi, executed in seconds. But at the temple, Anakin had given them something the others didn't have. Time. "All masters fall back to the temple immediately." Mace Windu's voice echoed through the halls. "Initiate Emergency Protocol 7. Evacuate the younglings. Seal the archives. This is not a drill." Anakin ignited his lightsaber as the temple's main doors exploded inward. The 501st Legion marched through the smoke, their DC-15 blasters raised. At their head walked someone Anakin recognized. Rex. His Rex. "Commander," Anakin called out, desperate. "Don't do this. You're being controlled. Fight it." Rex's hand trembled. For a moment, something flickered in his eyes. Pain. Confusion. Horror. "I can't, the order." Rex's voice broke. "Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders." Then his blaster came up, and Anakin had no choice but to deflect. The temple erupted into chaos. Clones poured through every entrance, their programming overriding years of brotherhood and trust. Jedi Masters fought desperately not to kill the men they'd served beside, deflecting shots, using the Force to disarm rather than destroy. But the clones kept coming. "Fall back!" Shak Ti shouted, her lightsaber a blur as she protected a group of younglings. "Get them to the evacuation hangar." Anakin carved through the attacking clones, his heart breaking with every strike. These were his men, his brothers, and now they were trying to kill him. "Rex," he shouted again. "I know you're in there. The inhibitor chip. You have to fight the chip." Rex's helmet turned toward him. Behind the visor, Anakin sensed the clone captain's internal war. Years of loyalty against the overwhelming compulsion of the Order. "Anakin, run." Rex managed to choke out. Then his training took over, and he fired again. Above them, the temple's upper levels burned. Turbolaser fire from orbit hammered the ancient structure. Palpatine wasn't just attacking the temple. He was trying to erase it completely. In the council chamber, Mace Windu made a decision that would change everything. "Masters," he said grimly, "we're abandoning the temple. Save who you can. Scatter across the galaxy. And may the Force be with us all." But Anakin wasn't listening. He was staring at the smoke rising over Coruscant's skyline, thinking of one person. Padme. She was out there, somewhere in this chaos. And if Palpatine couldn't turn Anakin, he'd use her as bait. Obi-Wan's fighter screamed through Coruscant's air traffic, smoke trailing from a damaged engine. Beside him, Anakin's starfighter kept pace, both Jedi pushing their ships to the absolute limit. "Anakin, this is madness," Obi-Wan said through the comm, storming the Senate building with just the two of us. "We don't have a choice." Anakin shouted back. "The temple's falling. Jedi are dying everywhere. If we don't stop Palpatine now, the Order is finished. Everything we've fought for is finished." They dove toward the Senate Plaza, clone gunships rising to intercept them. Anakin didn't slow down. He crashed his fighter straight through a formation, using the Force to keep his ship together just long enough to reach the landing platform. Both Jedi leaped clear as their fighters exploded behind them. Clone troopers surrounded them instantly, weapons raised. But this time, they weren't the 501st. These were Senate guards, Coruscant security, and shock troopers loyal to Palpatine personally. "Stand down, Jedi," the commander ordered. "By order of the Supreme Chancellor, you are under arrest for treason." Anakin and Obi-Wan's lightsabers ignited in unison, blue plasma humming in the artificial light. "We're going to see the Chancellor," Obi-Wan said calmly. "You can either step aside or be moved aside. Your choice." The commander's response was a barrage of blaster fire. What followed was a masterclass in Jedi combat. Anakin moved like lightning, his aggressive Form 5 strikes overwhelming the troopers. Defensive positions. Obi-Wan fought with precision and control, his Form 3 defense impenetrable, turning every shot back at its source. Master and apprentice, moving as one. They carved through the Senate building, leaving chaos in their wake. Senators fled screaming. Security droids sparked and fell. Clone reinforcements arrived only to be thrown aside by the Force. "He'll be ready for us," Obi-Wan warned as they reached the turbolift. "This is exactly what he wants, Anakin. To draw us into a confrontation where he has the advantage." "I know," Anakin's jaw was set. "But like I said, we don't have a choice." The turbolift doors opened directly into Palpatine's office. The Sith Lord stood at the window, hands clasped behind his back, looking out over the burning city. He didn't turn around. "Anakin Skywalker," Palpatine said softly. "And Master Kenobi. Right on schedule." "It's over, Sidious," Obi-Wan said. "The Council knows the truth. Your clone army is killing Jedi, but enough will survive to expose what you've done. The Senate will turn against you." Now Palpatine turned. His face was a mask of disappointment. "Will they, Master Kenobi? Tell me. When the Senate learns that the Jedi tried to assassinate their beloved Chancellor during the Republic's darkest hour, who do you think they'll believe? Me? Or the religious order that has operated above the law for 1,000 years?" "We have evidence," Anakin growled. "Proof of what you are." "Evidence?" Palpatine smiled. "You have accusations from a troubled young Jedi having visions. Hardly compelling." His voice hardened. "But I have something much more convincing." He pressed a button on his desk. The wall screen activated, showing a live feed. Padme, surrounded by clone troopers, her hands bound. "No!" Anakin lurched forward, but Obi-Wan grabbed his arm. Palpatine's smile widened. Now then, young Skywalker, let's discuss the terms of your surrender. Let her go, Anakin said, his voice deadly calm. Palpatine circled his desk slowly, like a predator sizing up prey. You know I can't do that, Anakin. Senator Amidala is far too valuable. To the Republic. To you. And I suspect, to the life growing inside her. Anakin's heart stopped. You know, I know everything. Palpatine's eyes gleamed. A secret marriage. Forbidden attachments. The very thing the Jedi Council would exile you for. Did you really think you could hide it from me? I've been watching you for years, my boy. Guiding you. Preparing you for your true destiny. My destiny, Anakin said, is to destroy you. Lightning erupted from Palpatine's hands. Anakin's lightsaber came up just in time, the blue blade absorbing the torrent of dark-side energy. The force of it drove him backward, his boots scraping across the polished floor. Obi-Wan attacked from the side, his strikes precise and controlled. But Palpatine moved with inhuman speed, his own crimson lightsaber suddenly in hand, appearing from within his robes like a striking serpent. The office became a whirlwind of plasma and force power. Palpatine was stronger than either Jedi had imagined. This wasn't the weak old man from the Vision, recently transformed. This was Darth Sidious at his peak, decades of dark side mastery unleashed. He fought both Jedi simultaneously, his blade weaving an impenetrable defense while lightning crackled from his free hand. The floor cracked beneath their feet. Windows shattered. The desk exploded into splinters. You cannot win. Palpatine shrieked, his face twisted with rage. I have foreseen it. The Jedi will fall. The Republic will be reborn as an empire. And you, Anakin Skywalker, will kneel before me or watch everyone you love die. But Anakin had seen this before. In the Vision, he'd been alone, conflicted, full of fear. Now he fought beside his master, his brother, the man who'd always believed in him. And he wasn't afraid anymore. You're wrong, Anakin said, pressing forward. The future isn't written. I've already changed it just by being here. And I'll change it again by ending you. Their blades locked. Anakin stared into Palpatine's yellow Sith eyes, and for the first time, he saw something there he'd never expected. Fear. What did you see? Palpatine hissed. What did the Force show you? Everything, Anakin replied. I saw what I'd become as your apprentice. The monster you'd turn me into. Darth Vader, servant of the Empire, murderer of Jedi. But I also saw something else. Something you didn't plan for. He pushed harder, driving Palpatine back. I saw hope. Obi-Wan struck from behind. Palpatine spun, deflecting, but the momentary distraction cost him. Anakin's blade carved through the Sith Lord's lightsaber, severing it at the hilt. Palpatine stumbled backward, weaponless, his face contorted with fury. You think you've won, he snarled. Even if you kill me, Order 66 continues. Your precious Jedi Order is already dead. And your wife. Anakin raised his hand. The Force surged through him. On the screen behind Palpatine, the clone troopers guarding Padme suddenly stiffened, their weapons clattering to the floor. I learned something from my vision, Anakin said quietly. The clones follow orders because of chips in their brains. Remove the chips. He clenched his fist. On screen, the clones collapsed unconscious. And they're just men again. Palpatine's eyes widened. Impossible. Anakin's lightsaber hummed. Nothing's impossible. Not anymore. Palpatine's body lay still on the floor of his office, smoke rising from the lightsaber wound that had ended his life. The war was over. The Sith were defeated. So why did Anakin feel so empty? Anakin. Obi-Wan's hand rested on his shoulder. It's done. You did it. You saved the Order. But Anakin was staring at his hands. The same hands that, in another timeline, would have choked Padme. The same hands that would have killed younglings. He could still feel the echo of that darkness, like a shadow imprinted on his soul. I felt it, Anakin whispered. When I fought him. When I used the Force to knock out those clones. That was close to the dark side, wasn't it? Obi-Wan was quiet for a moment. The line between light and dark isn't always clear, Anakin. What matters is why you did it. You didn't act out of anger or hatred. You acted to save lives. Did I? Anakin turned to face his master. Or did some part of me want this? Want to prove I was stronger than him? That I could control the power he offered? Before Obi-Wan could answer, the door burst open. Mace Windu stormed in, his robes torn and scorched, his face grim. "Palpatine's dead," Windu said, looking at the body. "Good, but we have a bigger problem." He turned to Anakin. "How did you know about Order 66? About the chips? About all of this?" Here it was, the moment Anakin had been dreading. "The Force showed me," he said carefully. "A vision of what would happen if I didn't act. A vision of the future?" Windu's eyes narrowed. "Or something else? Something darker?" "Master Windu," Obi-Wan stepped between them. "Anakin just saved the entire Jedi Order. Whatever he saw, whatever he experienced, he used that knowledge to prevent catastrophe. Or," Windu countered, "he experienced something that has already begun to corrupt him. I felt it during the battle. The way he fought. The power he channeled. That wasn't the light side of the Force, Kenobi. That was something else." Anakin's fists clenched. The accusation stung because it was true. He had felt the dark side calling to him during the fight, offering power, promising victory, and for just a moment he'd listened. "I'm not Darth Vader," Anakin said through gritted teeth. "I saw that future. I rejected it. I chose differently." "Who?" Windu said slowly. "Is Darth Vader?" The name hung in the air like a curse. Anakin closed his eyes. There was no point hiding it now. "That's what Palpatine would have named me. Darthvader. His Sith apprentice. The thing I would have become if I'd fallen to the dark side." Windu's hand moved toward his lightsaber. "And you're certain you haven't already fallen?" "Mace," Obi-Wan warned. "But..." Anakin held up a hand, stopping his master. "No. He's right to question me. I felt the darkness, Master Windu. I won't lie about that. When I fought Palpatine, when I felt his power, part of me wanted it. Part of me still wants it." He looked up, meeting Windu's gaze directly. "But I'm choosing not to take it. Every day, every moment, I'll keep choosing the light. Even if it's hard. Even if the darkness whispers that there's an easier way." For a long moment, Windu studied him. Then slowly, his hand moved away from his weapon. "The Council will be watching you, Skywalker. Very closely." Anakin nodded. "I understand." As Windu left, Obi-Wan moved to the window, looking out over Coruscant. "The Republic will need leadership now. With Palpatine gone, there's a power vacuum. The Senate is in chaos." "Let them sort it out," Anakin said. He was already heading for the door. "I need to find Padme." "Anakin, wait." But he was already gone, running through the halls of the Senate building, following the bond that connected him to his wife. He found her in a detention cell, surrounded by unconscious clone troopers, her hands still bound. The moment their eyes met, relief flooded through both of them. Anakin cut her bonds with his lightsaber and pulled her into his arms. "You're alive," Padme whispered. "I felt something through our bond. Something dark and terrible. I thought." "I know." Anakin held her tighter. "I know what you thought, but I'm still me, Padme. I'm still the man you married. I'm not going to become that monster. I promise." But even as he said it, in the back of his mind, he heard the echo of Darth Vader's mechanical breathing. The future wasn't set in stone, but the possibility still existed, and that terrified him more than anything. The rebuilt Jedi temple stood gleaming in Coruscant's sunset, its damaged spires restored, its gardens replanted. But inside, something fundamental had changed. Anakin Skywalker stood before the Council, his newborn twins sleeping peacefully in the chamber below under Padme's watchful eye. The Council had finally, officially, acknowledged his marriage. It had been Yoda's decision. Failing the old ways were, the ancient master had said. Attachment forbidden, yet attached to the order, we all became. Hypocrites, this made us. Learn from young Skywalker, we must. Balance, true balance, means accepting all parts of the Force. Light and dark, love and loss, life and death. Now Anakin faced the Council with a proposal that would change the Jedi Order forever. For too long, he said, we've served politicians instead of the Force. We've forbidden love instead of teaching balance. We've taken children from families instead of training them to master their emotions. And look where it led us. We became so afraid of the dark side that we couldn't see it sitting in the Supreme Chancellor's chair for 13 years. Mace Windu frowned. What exactly are you proposing, Skywalker? A new code. A new way. Anakin gestured to the temple below. We keep our discipline, our training, our commitment to peace and justice. But we acknowledge that Jedi are living beings, not emotionless monks. We can love without falling to darkness. We can feel anger without letting it control us. We can have families while still serving the Force. Radical changes, these are, Yoda mused. Dangerous they could be. More dangerous than what we had. Anakin challenged. Master Yoda, the old order nearly died because we were so rigid we broke instead of bending. Palpatine almost won because we were predictable. We need to be better. We need to be balanced. Obi-Wan stood. I support Anakin's proposal. Not all of it, perhaps, but the core truth. We lost our way by trying to eliminate attachment rather than master it. By denying our humanity, we made ourselves vulnerable to manipulation. Some Jedi will leave, Ki-Adi-Mundi warned. The traditionalists won't accept these changes. Then let them go, Anakin said. The Force is bigger than one order, one interpretation, one set of rules. If we're truly servants of the Force, we have to trust it to guide us, even when that guidance doesn't fit into neat categories of light and dark. The council members looked at each other. Slowly, one by one, they nodded. Granted, your reforms are, Yoda said. But cautiously, we must proceed. Wisdom and patience we will need. Guide us through these changes, will you, Master Skywalker? Anakin blinked. Master? Earned it you have, Yoda said with a small smile. Saved the Order you did. Defeated the Sith. Brought balance to the Force. A seat on this council you deserve. Use it wisely. Later, Anakin stood on the temple balcony with Padme, watching the sun set over Coruscant. She held their son Luke while he cradled their daughter Leia. Two tiny lives full of potential and Force sensitivity. You're really going to train them? Padme asked softly. Both of them? When they're ready, Anakin said. If they choose it. But they'll know their mother. They'll know love. They'll have a childhood, not just discipline and meditation. And if they have nightmares about the dark side. He smiled. I'll be there to tell them that having darkness doesn't mean you have to become it. Padme leaned against his shoulder. Do you still dream about it? About Darth Vader? Sometimes, Anakin admitted. But they're different now. In the dreams, I see that black suit, that mask. But then I take it off. And underneath, I'm still me. Still human. Still choosing the light. That's all any of us can do, Padme said. Keep choosing. Keep trying. Anakin looked down at his children. These two tiny beings who, in another timeline, would have grown up never knowing their father. Luke would have been hidden on Tatooine. Leia would have been raised as a princess, never knowing her brother. And he would have been a monster. But that future was gone now, erased by a single vision and the choices that followed. The Force gave me a gift, Anakin said quietly. It showed me the worst possible version of myself, and then it gave me a chance to become something better. He looked up at the stars beginning to appear in the darkening sky. I'm not going to waste it. Below them, in the temple, young Jedi trained with lightsabers, studied ancient texts, and meditated on the Force. But now they also laughed. They talked about their families. They hugged their friends without fear of attachment. The old order had died with Palpatine. A new one, balanced and whole, was being born. And leading it was a man who had seen the darkness, felt its pull, and chosen differently. A man who proved that the greatest power wasn't domination or control. It was choice. The choice to love. The choice to sacrifice. The choice to keep fighting for the light, even when the darkness promised an easier path. Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, had brought balance to the Force. Not by destroying the Sith alone, but by showing that Jedi could be human, could love, could feel, and still serve the light. That was his true destiny, and it was only the beginning.